Hi there everyone, this is Joe, welcome back to my channel, and last week I told you, or a couple of days ago even, that I would have a spoiler for you for Opus 6, and I do. So before we go into it, I'll give you a few hints and see if you can guess what it is before we actually reveal it. It's a water card, it's been printed, I think this is the 5th time it's been printed, it's a summon, and it's been very widely used since the start of the game. Think you know what it is? Fair enough, we'll put you out of your misery, it's Leviathan. And this Leviathan, and I'm reading it off my phone right here, is a 3 CP summon that says select one of the 3 following actions. Choose a forward and return to its owner's hand, which is a classic Leviathan effect. Choose an action ability and cancel it. During this turn, the forwards you control don't receive any damage from summons. Now, I really like this card. If Bismarck has taught us anything, it's that choices in summons matter. Diabolos has a very similar thing where just having the different levels of things you can choose from are a big deal. But now you have Bismarck and Leviathan, you have 2 different routes you can go down when it comes to water summons. You can either go down a more EX burst heavy route where you play Opus 1 Leviathan and things like Fairy or Moogle or Cuchulainn, things or Famfrit, or you can go like a more control method where you're trying not to take damage with things like Bismarck and Leviathan, or maybe even Sildra. So there's, you know, the scope of different things that water summons can do is now even wider than it was before, and water summons have always been some of the better ones in the game. Now this Leviathan in particular has the basic Leviathan effect already on it, so if you want to use it as your 4th, 5th and 6th Leviathans, then you can. However, in the current meta, I think that bouncing cast to their owner's hands isn't as powerful as it once was, because there are so many good enter-play effects like Genesis, Alcid, Lock. There's a lot of things that you don't necessarily want to be bouncing back to its owner's hand. However, the fact that the option is still here for the decks where it's really powerful, or if your opponent only has one guy and you're about to swing for game, or you just need that extra push, the fact that it's there is amazing. But it has the ability to cancel any action ability, which, you know, Water's already starting to get more kind of negation effects and things like that through Green Mage and Porum, but now you've got another card that does it. And then you've got, during this turn, the forwards you control don't receive any damage from summons. Now this one is less useful, although it will be really useful against Earth, Fire and Lightning, or Earth and Fire particularly, because it will get you around Hecatonchire from Opus 4, and it will get you around Bahamut. But I mean, the fact that you've got different levels and different options is a really good plus for this card, and I do think that it's going to see play. How many of them? I would probably say 2, about the same sort of number you were considering running for Bismarck. You know, I'm not sure I'd run the full 3. I do think that you could, and I think that there's every reason why one could, but I think personally I like this as a 2. But I think, and one of the things I did want to note on quickly, every time they print artwork from Mobius, it makes me so happy because it's so good. I've only played Mobius for a little bit compared to all of the other phone games of Final Fantasy, but damn, the artwork on their cards is good, and the fact they've brought it over to FFTCG is amazing. So that's it for this video. I only wanted to give you guys a quick spoiler of what I'd seen from Opus 6, or the card that was given to me. Thank you very much for Square Enix for giving me the opportunity to do that. I'm always very thankful. I've had spoilers now from set 3 or 4 onwards, and it's been lovely to be able to do it, and loads of community members are giving spoilers, so definitely go check out the Final Fantasy TCG fans page on Facebook, because that will give you links to all of the other content creators that do the same sort of thing I do, and all the spoilers that they've had. And I just want to say thank you very much to everyone that's been checking out my Patreon page recently, because people have really responded to it, and it's been really special, and I will leave my special thanks to everybody that's been a patron for me at the end of every video, because I'm so thankful for it. You've no idea what that means to me, so thank you ever so much. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will be back very soon with more strategies and more cards for you from FFTCG. So thanks very much, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.